There are things I used to feel guilty about as a woman, and I don't think I realized how much guilt I was carrying until I started asking myself, wait, why do I feel guilty for this? So I wanted to share some things I no longer feel guilty about as a woman. Not because I have everything figured out, but because I'm learning that I can be a good woman, I can be a good mother, a good wife, a good daughter without constantly abandoning myself. One, taking care of my appearance. I no longer feel guilty for wanting to take care of my skin, my hair, and just wanting to look good. I'm not talking about expensive things. I actually enjoy figuring out what works for me, and I'm into this journey for about 6 months now. I just buy simple skincare products and try it. I do my own henna. I started practicing that too. And I also apply makeup, simple makeup, every day. And there's something really nice about taking care of yourself just because you enjoy it. I don't think taking care of how I look means I'm vain. Sometimes it means I live in this body and I want to take care of it. Two, rest and me time. And this is really hard. It's a big one for me, and I know it's also hard for mothers out there. I used to feel like if I was sitting down, I should probably be doing something else. And now sometimes I just want to sit with a hot cup of tea. I can just sit and read a book, do research on something I'm interested in. Sometimes I just want to draw and color. Sometimes I want to have a nap. And sometimes I don't want to do anything. And I'm learning that rest doesn't have to be justified by exhaustion. And enjoyment doesn't have to produce something. I'm allowed to have a moment in my day that's simply enjoyable. Number three is saying no. And this is also a hard one for me. I just, I don't want to apologize for saying I can't anymore. And I don't mean becoming cold and inconsiderate. I can still be kind. I can still respect people. I can still care for people. And I can say I can't do this because I don't want to abandon myself just so I can go above and beyond for somebody else. I think there's a difference between being selfish and considering yourself too. And I'm learning that I'm allowed to consider myself. Four, being productive all the time. This is also another hard one for me. I no longer feel like every time has to be useful. It used to feel like that, but now I sometimes I can read, I can draw, I can do my thesis. I'm a master student. Sometimes I can just sit and think. Sometimes I take care of my home and family, and that's enough. I don't want to spend my whole life trying to prove that I'm productive. My life doesn't have to look impressive every day to be meaningful. Five, enjoying an ordinary life. This is probably one of the biggest thing I'm learning now. I used to work in agency. Like everything was so urgent for me. And I don't think that ordinary life is not a small life. There can be so much life in ordinary things. Making tea, reading a book, being at home, watching my child play, learning something I'm curious about, taking care of myself, having a quiet day. I don't want to be constantly feeling like I need something bigger to happen before I can enjoy my life. Maybe this day is already my life and I want to be here for it. Six, six, taking my time. longer want to feel like this constant feeling that I'm late. I'm late for what? There's a quote I saw on TikTok that was saying, life is not a race, and how can you be late in your own life? Everyone's life seems to have a timeline. You should have this by this age. You should be doing this by now. You should have achieved that already. But I'm learning that my life doesn't have to follow somebody else's timeline. I can take my time, I can change, I can start again, I can grow slowly. And being slow doesn't automatically mean I'm behind. This is what I'm learning, especially as a stay-at-home mom. 7. Choosing myself without calling it selfish. This might be the biggest one. I grew up as a people pleaser, I think. I'm learning that I can ask myself, what do I want? What do I need? What do I have capacity for? What actually feels right for me? And I don't have to feel guilty simply because I included myself in the decision. For a long time, I thought being a good woman meant constantly considering everyone else first. And that's people pleasing. And I'm beginning to see that there's another way. I can care about other people without disappearing from my own life. I can be kind without betraying myself, and I can love people and still have boundaries. And maybe that's what growing into myself has been for me. Not becoming someone completely different, just finally allowing myself to exist in my own consideration. So, those are some of the things I no longer feel guilty about, and I'm sure there are many more I'm still learning. But I think I'm realizing something. Guilt used to be the price I paid for considering myself. I used to feel guilty a lot. And I don't want to pay that price anymore. I just want to live an ordinary life. But I want to live it on purpose. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe and share this video with someone who might need it. See you next time.